Subscribe or you'll be visited by the toll troll. How are people finding the will to live right now? I have never experienced such hopeless despair in my life ever. Working full time, giving 90% of my time and energy for literally no friggin' reason other than to survive. All the while the media continually bombards me with how great everything is. The government gives zero fucks and focuses on the most asinine stuff. It's truly a friggin' joke. If you didn't make it in 2020 to 2021, it seems like that door is forever closed. And all that's left is, this without escape or opportunity to improve because so much time is devoted to this friggin' mindless job. All the while the media continually bombards me with how great everything is. What? All the mass media is just fear-frenzied doomerism for quite a while now. World War III, new pandemic incoming, inflation, recession, climate change, deadly fires, nuclear warfare, high prices, fear, doubt and uncertainty times 1000. www.freeeconomy.today fixes this. Well, I got my butt kicked after '08. I always was able to save money, but I learned to live with austerity during that time. Over the 15 or so years since, I worked and built up my net worth. Nothing wild, but I haven't lived paycheck to paycheck in 10 years. I knew it would come back around again and effectively fortified myself. Stuff's frigged, don't get me wrong, but it's just another cycle turning over. Learn to survive now and you will be invincible. I understand your pain. So much of one's time going towards a job, and yes, some people are winning, but this life is absolutely nonsense. It's not even my life at this point. I don't even know what I'm working for. I can't get a house, I can barely afford a van, and it doesn't help to know that it wasn't always like this. I'm trying to accept that I'll just be a slave until death. Working full time, giving 90% of my time and energy for literally no friggin' reason other than to survive. Well, I at least have my own office so I can bring my personal laptop to work and no one will notice. I'm able to work on my own personal projects and just keep telling myself they're going to pay off someday. It's a long shot of course, but a little hope goes a long way. If I didn't have my own office though and had to use the company's spyware computers, it would be a different story. I will give you the final red pill. Most people have friends and family that help them live a meaningful life. That alone keeps them going through the hard times. No worries, little fella, you keep crying like a biatch and fapping in front of your computer. Your genetic line will die out, and those of us who aren't little crybabies will enjoy life, get married, and procreate. Thanks for playing IMO. Working full time, giving 90% of my time and energy. In my experience, this is your biggest hurdle. I used to work 50 hours a week minimum until I went part-time working 30. Not too far away from the standard 40-hour work week, but that time off makes all the difference to me. My warning potential isn't the greatest, but at this point I'm over it. I just want to enjoy my time, that's all. All the while the media continually bombards me with how great everything is. Everything is great. Markets are up, unemployment is low, and USD is mooning. What's your problem, kid? You should have predicted this early in your life and gotten worthwhile skills. Realistically, you probably have to quit and live in your car or something while upskilling, unless your career has upward mobility, in which case you can double down and just do a good job. Work out, eat healthy and smoke lots of weed. You are just goy slave number 615,361,847,515,243,826. You were created to work for corporations and not ask questions. You are not special. You will not make it. Another frog demoralization thread? I know Asians and Russians cannot innovate, but be less obvious. God damn, you are pathetic if you only have enough energy for your part-time job. Stop jerking off every hour. And go work out. You make me sick, you big baby. Wait until you find out about the places in the US where people make less than $20 a day. Wait until you find out about the slave workshops. Wait until you find out about the homeless wilderness towns. Wait until you find out about the working homeless who hide under their office desks to sleep at night. I remind myself that everything is designed to break my spirit and that I will not let them win. How are people finding the will to live right now? Work more hours. Have intercourse, touch grass, and stop pooping up biz, you pathetic doomers. Normies have coping mechanisms such as having a social life and plenty of intercourse. The solution's crypto, anon. If you're low on funds to kick off, scout for airdrops or giveaways, slinging tokens you can trade. Stack up from there. Maybe that's your mojo. My latest airdrop gig was Peak's deal, need to hold crest for Peak tokens. It's simple, anon. If you're not saving as much money as possible right now, then I don't know what to say. The bear market is where you make money. Previous bear market bottom for Bitcoin was $3K and ETH $100, and now look at their prices. I did absolutely nothing this summer because everything was too expensive. Worst past 3 years of my life, and I've made more than I have been, but it's adding up to nothing. At this point everyone knows we need to kill the feds and their entire families, but life isn't quite painful enough yet.